Miami of Ohio was dealt their first loss of the year today in the quarterfinals of the MAC Conference Tournament. UMass with the 87-83 win over the Red Hawks in Cleveland. Miami of Ohio now 31-1, won't get the automatic bid. They need an at-large bid to get in the NCAA tournament. Update from college basketball. Miami right now up on Louisville 69-64 with under 3 minutes to go in their ACC tournament quarterfinal. Earlier today, Virginia picked up a win against NC State 81-74. Big East quarterfinal, St. John's and Seton Hall picked up wins, while in the Big Ten third-round play, Wisconsin edged Washington 85-82, while Ohio State got past Iowa 72-69. Iowa State routed Texas Tech in the Big 12 quarters 75-53. Kentucky a win over Missouri 78-72. Maverick McNeely leads the players at 5 under par. Justin Thomas is one back. Chargers signed running back Keaton Mitchell. I'm Dan Byer.
Rich is abusing that Colin AI thing all the time. Hey, we're Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Yeah,
buddy.
And Thursday's the new Friday, so we're getting you into the weekend right now.
Yeah, buddy.
We're going to do old school when 50 hits, throwing it back, getting you involved, Fox Sports Radio Nation. Let's just say we're going to talk some movies, all right? There's some movie rumors. We're going to talk movies today. Again, when 50 hits in life and when 50 hits on the clock, 48 minutes from now, we go old school. Plus T-shirt etiquette and more, but congrats to Team Italy. Vinny Pasquantino.
Oh, Gabagool.
Mozzarella. All right, so we're broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. If you missed any of the show today, you want to catch the podcast. Remember, I know our YouTube channel is all the buzz.
Yeah.
Everybody's buzzing and raging and raving with their glow sticks to our YouTube channel and the live stream and the live chat, which is up and running now at Covino and Rich FSR. You could watch what you hear, but Danny G is always working hard on the podcast. A lot of people just like the theater and magic of radio, and a lot of people like to just listen. So if you want to just hear the podcast, you got to rate it 5 stars. Just search Covino and Rich wherever you stream your podcasts, and thank you. Tell a friend about it. So I'm Steve Covino. That's Rich Davis. Off-site, Danny G, Iowa Sam, Dan Byers here. Let's go.
I want to talk about a guy that's, dude, he's off the hook. And I don't mean like off the hook in a good way. Like, dude, he's off the hook.
Like
it's
a busy telephone back in the 80s?
Yeah. I'm talking about a guy that's, he got away with one, and that is Mark DeRosa, manager of Team USA. His little boner he pulled the other day, his, and by the way, don't beep that, Sam. That's a phrase I heard.
That is a phrase. Old-timey time guys. Hey, she's a regular Mrs. Grundy. They would say expressions like that.
Yeah, pulled a boner. Yeah. But, yeah, he got away with one, man. The whole I misspoke, I misunderstood. Team USA moves on. And
by the way, hold on. There's an update there. He doubled down on his statement. He said he was just overly confident. It was an overly bold, overly confident statement that he made, that he was totally aware of what the ramifications were. It was not a misunderstanding. He's doubling down on that. He misspoke in the moment on Hot Stove.
Oh. So he's saying, like, I knew it the whole time.
Yeah, he's not backing down on that. So there's now a debate on social media, online, and amongst everybody here at Fox Sports Radio. Like, is he lying or what? Does he just lie till you die sort of thing? Like he's committing to the lie?
Who's lying more, he or the Ravens GM?
It's a good question, Danny.
Danny, I'm gutted that we didn't get Max Crosby. I'm gutted.
Yeah, I was going to pair him with Trey Hendrickson.
Nobody's more upset about this than me. Gutted by it, actually.
Lies.
Gutted. Actually.
Lies. Just like Mark DeRosa knew what was going on. He didn't misspeak. He misunderstood, but he's doubling down on he just misspoke. He knew everything all along. He basically what he's implying is that he was looking past Italy. Like he was just overly confident in his statement. But he said we punched. What's the expression? We punched a hole punched a ticket to the quarterfinal.
Punched a hole.
I'm gonna punch you in the nose. All right, so Italy wins last night, saving USA. USA moves forward, and they play Canada tomorrow. But, Rich, I got to say this. As I watched the game yesterday, I find myself confused on what I was actually even rooting for. Like, I wanted USA to move forward, right? But I'm like, okay, but do I want Italy to win, or do I want Mexico to score 5 or more runs? There came a point in the game where Italy scored 5 runs, and you said, well, in order for Mexico to win, they have to score more than 5 runs. So they're in automatically. But I didn't know at one point like what I was actually rooting for. It was very confusing for a minute, but USA got away with one. Mark DeRosa dodged a bullet, like you said.
I think in the world of sports, that's such a thing we don't talk enough about. When someone makes a blunder, a mistake, a bonehead decision, you're really hoping your teammates cover for you. Yo, we got your back. We got you. How many times you see that? Yo, we got you. Don't worry. When your teammates get you, you could avoid disaster. Like, I always think about 1986, the only joyous year for my New York Mets. Everyone loves to say, oh, Bill Buckner, he blew it. That was Game 6. If the Red Sox go back and win Game 7, we don't care about Buckner with an error. It's a moment, but you know what? Red Sox fans don't care. If any moment in sports history, if a field goal kicker misses a game-winning field goal, but his team goes to win in overtime, is the field goal kicker really on the hook then? No, he's all good. Take a deep breath. How many times have you seen a defensive player make some bonehead penalty, and it's like, oh, no, they're letting the other team get in field goal position. Team misses the field goal, that defender is thanking the Lord.
Well, you know what? Hold on to those examples. If you could think of other bullets dodged or maybe caught in the teeth like Bruce Leroy, I want to hear those Matrix stories by all means. If you could think of other examples where, they dodged one like DeRosa, hit us up at 877-99 on Fox. But based on all the buzz.
When you say catch a bullet in your teeth,
you're
thinking Bruce Leroy? I'm thinking Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, when he has his head out the window.
Nah, they stole that from Bruce Leroy, dude. The Last Dragon.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Last Dragon caught it in his teeth. He was the master. So, or dodging bullets like the Matrix, like Keanu in the Matrix, because DeRosa got away with one. But here's what I ask you based on the buzz. Rich and I got our finger on the pulse. We're on social media so that you don't have to be. We're talking to everybody, trying to see what everybody's talking about. And here's what I'm gathering now. Yeah, USA advances, courtesy of Team Italy stomping Team Mexico 9-1 last night. Italy, I always want to say, don't sleep on Italy. They're a scrappy team. Scrappy? Pasquantino hit 3 home runs last night. So they're more than scrappy. They're doing deep plays. They're playing tough. They're drinking espresso. They're having fun. They're a solid squad up and down. Defensively, they do play scrappy small ball, but they're hitting bombs. So, they seem well-rounded, led by Francisco Cervelli and Jorge Posada. It's fun to watch. Dominican Republic, forget about it. Your boy Juan Soto,
level?
I don't think your boy Juan Soto ever wants to play for the Mets again after playing with
he's
this
not.
team.
He's just going to hang in the DR forever, flipping his bat.
Dude, Tatis hitting bombs. They're just teeing off. The excitement level's next level. All of these teams, pick a team, especially these Latin America teams, these Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico teams. Pick a team. Their excitement level, the way they're playing, is next level. Where now we get the feeling of, man, you got some players leaving the team. You got a coach that doesn't know what's going on. You got Aaron Judge. I feel bad saying that, but you got him striking out in key moments. You got dudes that seem to really not know the rules. I'm not just blaming the manager. No one else seemed to know the rules either.
Yeah. With
With all this going on and them barely getting out of this round, are you a traitor if you're getting sucked into another team because of their excitement? Screw it. These dudes want it more, and I'm sort of buying into what they're selling.
are you asking me? Hold on.
Yes.
Are you asking me?
Yes.
If I'm a traitor?
Are you a traitor, or do you have to be a faithful? Because like you said, Rich, when you're watching a prize fight, there's sometimes where you think you know who you want to win, but then you see the fight of the other guy and you start pulling for the underdog or pulling for the other dude because you see he wants it more.
Oh, like how the whole Russian crowd started rooting for Rocky?
Exactly. That's a great one. Like they wanted Drago to win, so let me make it very clear.
Rocky.
I want to make this clear. Last night, of course, I was a little torn because, I like both Italy and Mexico, but of course I want USA to advance and all that. I want to make it clear right now that I want USA to win it all. I love this squad. It's a dream team. I love the names. I love Aaron Judge. I love America, okay? I love USA and USA.
Yeah.
But I can't help but notice how hungry these other teams are playing and how much they want to prove to the world that we're the kings of baseball now. So are you a traitor if you're getting caught up in that sort of mindset or caught up in what DR is putting out there?
It's a great question that you often think about. I'll be honest, come Olympic time, because sometimes you'll hear a great story about some Olympian that's not from the U.S., and you're like, what? I mean, they have a great story. To me, I'm USA all day. However,
Rich even has a shirt that says USA all day.
Dude, I'm a true patriot.
Yeah. USA.
USA.
So the point is,
However,
we're pulling for USA, but it seems like they don't want it as bad as these other teams, and that's a bit of a turnoff.
It's like the girlfriend that's not trying anymore in the bedroom. It's like the lazy employee at the office.
Oh,
The
how
United
about this
States-
line? As much as I like Paul Skeens, Rich,
Yeah.
he said something pretty villainous about like he wants to show like pure dominance over the other nations, and I'm all for that. That's great.
Ooh,
but
yeah.
But it rubs people the wrong way. Like we've become these villains who look a little entitled, like you don't have to take these other teams serious, and now they're slapping these other teams around. And will the U.S. be ready for the next round? Will they be ready for a Dominican Republic? They got to get past Canada first.
You know that Livy Dunn was turned on when he said that. The dominance I'm
No, but
asserting.
there's so many little stories of
All right, well,
of the USA really seeming to not want it as much.
then let me tell you the true story, my true feelings. Of course, I'm USA all day. But realistically, these other teams seem to care more. They seem to be way more into it. And as a Mets fan, I know this shouldn't count, but who's on Team USA right now? It's like Yankees and Phillies and teams I hate. Like, you got Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, guys I'm not rooting for. I mean, they are Team USA.
I do think patriotism takes precedence over your players. I
However,
think it's the team. It's the way the teams are playing. It's the things that Bryce Harper said, and I love, dude.
Yep.
I love Bryce Harper. I'm a Yankees fan, but I think Bryce Harper epitomizes American baseball. I think he's fantastic. But he downplayed the significance of the WBC. It's like,
he
dude,
said, what did he say? He goes, oh, well, it's not the Olympics or the World Series, but I
right.
mean,
And then you see these other dudes playing like their life's dependent on it.
Yeah. So my thought, Covino, maybe it doesn't make you a traitor. Maybe you are not less of a faithful, a la Alan Cumming on Traders. If you do root for another country, because listen to this, man. I'm a Mets fan, former Yankee, former Met, Clay Holmes. He is the latest to leave the team. You know why? Because Team USA couldn't guarantee he would get the reps he needs to be ready for the MLB season. So, Clay Holmes, see you later. So, if guys are just dropping off like, no biggie, and teams like the DR and Japan are fighting for, like, their life.
For their pride, for their people, for their teammates. They're playing for each other. It's very clear that the other teams don't want to let their teammates down. You know, they're not trying to outshine their teammates, but they also don't want to let their other teammates down. It's showing. The excitement's there. The passion is there. I'm not saying that the USA doesn't want to win, but, based on this blunder this past week and based on the things that we've seen, it doesn't seem – they could say one thing, but actions speak louder is my point. I think they want it, but do they want it as much? So are you a traitor if you're starting to think, if they lose, I don't care. DR wants it more anyway. Japan wants it more anyway. Italy is proven like they want. Dude, you got Team Italy like sort of mocking Team USA. Pasquantino was sort of mocking USA yesterday.
You're welcome.
Ooh. He's
sipped
mocking.
He sipped his espresso with his pinky up and said, "You're welcome."
For real. And we're just going to be here and say, yeah, this is supposed to be our game, but we don't care.
If if I start to see the intensity and it's the final game and Team USA, you're American, you're a guy that should be rooting for the USA, but I could see getting pulled in to one of these foreign countries who really are putting their heart out there on the line. I just think the cavalier attitude of like Tarek Skubal. Well, I'm a Scott Boras guy, so I'm leaving early. Clay Holmes.
I thought it was
going to
be.
I need to get my work in.
I thought it was going to be a glorified All-Star game.
Man,
What do you mean you think? These guys weren't thinking that. These guys were coming to beat you. Why is that? Why is that the story? So, Rich, I think you gave the best example. Ready? Let's set it up again. I got to repeat what Rich said. When you watched Rocky IV and all the Russians sort of turned their back on Drago because he underestimated Sylvester Stallone, and Stallone wanted it. I'm sorry, Rocky Balboa wanted it and won over the crowd. Were they traitors for rooting on and appreciating what Rocky was doing in that moment? Were they traitors, or were they doing what we thought was understandable? Like, yeah, how could you root against the guy with all this heart that's fighting for it?
Hey, Covino.
That's sort of what's happening to us watching this USA team,
You tell me.
barely getting through.
Covino, reveal yourself. Are you a traitor?
Dude, I am not a traitor. I'm not. I'm still rooting for USA, but they got to show me something, dude. And I'm not judging them for being boring and not having these celebration antics. That's not what I'm doing. I'm saying show me some fire. Show me you want it. You got to dominate Canada come Friday. And for those of you keeping score at home, I wonder why you do that. But Italy plays Puerto Rico on Saturday.
Got my scorebook right here.
Both of those teams are dangerous, in my opinion. So that's the next step. But the question is, are you a traitor if you're getting sucked in by these other teams?
Covino, I've said this always. I came up with this, I think. If I could change and you could change, we all could change.
Everybody could change, Rich.
Everybody could change.
And I'm going to give you one more nugget of reason why maybe you might want to be a traitor. And this applies to everybody listening, not just Rich Davis. Can you imagine Juan Soto winning it all, the WBC, and then bringing all that winning vibe and positive attitude to the Mets clubhouse?
Yeah.
Like, I think the win for everybody is a lot of this momentum hopefully leads into the MLB season, right? But I would say, from a selfish standpoint, Rich, you want Soto to come in there feeling sweet.
No doubt. In fact, Cove, I heard our pal Sal Licata, who is a regular on Stugotz.
Yeah, but he's
pulling
for Soto. He's pulling for Soto solely because he doesn't want Judge to have something on Soto.
No, I know, but I'm saying if you're a Mets fan like Sal Licata, like myself, and I don't want to make it too New York baseball centric, but if it were Juan Soto and his Dominican vibe versus like Aaron Judge and, let's be honest, more of a boring Team USA. If you're a Mets fan, do you want to see the Yankees have one more up on you? Because that would sort of be like Judge beating Soto. Danny G, your Dodgers have won too many World Series that it doesn't matter. But there is a part of you that if it's like Judge versus Ohtani, there's not a little part of you, even though you're USA all day, that would be like, you know what?
Well,
Ohtani's
selfishly,
my guy.
You'd want Ohtani to at least come in there with, again, a hot bat for your Dodgers.
Yeah. But something like this, you need to draw national lines.
I agree. Patriotism takes precedence. I really, really agree with that. I agree with Danny G. But I could see where you're sort of tired with the attitude and behavior of Team USA compared to these other guys.
Oddly enough, Covino and I are taking a couple random days off next week, and I'll be headed to the Dominican Republic. So I'm wondering if they do win, I'm going to be there like the day after the final. So what if DR wins? Am I walking into a DR party, or what?
There's a DR party going on right now, man. I think that's the takeaway that we're getting for the WBC. We need to have more fun as a nation. We need to have more fun. For real, we need some mango. We need some party vibes. And that's
Mango,
why
by the way. Mango, a Dominican breakfast. You don't have to beat me, Sam.
Well, yeah, I didn't mean Mangoo. I meant the actual Mangoo.
Oh, yeah. Mangu.
Mangu.
I meant
Mangu.
the Dominican delicacy.
I can't dump it if I've never heard of it, right?
Oh, it's a like I think it's more of a breakfast, right?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a
Mangu.
breakfast, a Dominican breakfast.
Fresh mangu.
So we pose this question to you, Fox Sports Radio Nation, again.
Yeah.
I want to make it clear. I think if you're American, you should be rooting for Team USA. I do believe that. I understand you want your players from your teams to do well, but root for Team USA. I also understand that they may be rubbing you the wrong way with their antics. Are you a traitor if you're jumping ship because you're excited for these other teams, because they seem to be the underdog? Are you a traitor because you're changing your mind? Like, you know what? Screw Team USA. I don't like their attitude. Them and Bunny Fufu, I don't like their attitude. I like these Dominican guys. I like how they're playing. I like their flashy fun. Or the Puerto Rican team or the Italian team.
You know what a
the
lot of people
Italian
are saying?
team's hard to not like.
If you've been watching this Dominican team, there was speculation. Danny G, do you remember when Covino and I and we all discussed, would you look at Lindor for Tatis Jr. as like a really good one-for-one trade? There's people that are saying, God, Lindor, as much as I love him, he's my favorite player. I know he might be a little problematic, but people are saying, imagine if the Mets somehow could get Tatis Jr. and Soto together in the regular season.
Sick,
they
dude.
look like the most loving brothers of all time.
At least in this tournament. You know
Tatis
what, Rich?
Jr. Imagine Tatis Jr. and Soto together. That might be the best 1-2 punch in baseball by far.
Like, all right, let's say you're an Italian American.
Yeah.
Like my dad. Are they wrong to be rooting for Vinny Pasquantino? And
The rule is
Yeah.
at least one of your grandparents needs to have been born in that country.
yeah, and that's how
Yeah.
they're on the team. So
Yeah. No,
look,
for you too, as
for
rooting.
me too.
Yeah, for
Well,
rooting.
I mean, that counts for me then.
But here we go. We've talked about other pro sports
Yeah.
and college even. Can you root for more than one team? This is kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's okay to root. Look, we're a melting pot. That's obvious, right? So it's okay to have like a rooting interest. But you're supposed to be rooting for USA. That's the problem with with this tournament, I think. Everyone starts rooting for their own instead of their own country. Let's hear what Vinny Pasquantino had to say after his dominant performance last night, hitting 3 bombs versus Mexico.
Love this.
3 espresso shots in. How you feeling?
I'm caffeinated. I'm beamed up right now, so we're in a good spot.
And, hey, USA, we were thinking about you. You're welcome.
That was unbelievable, huh? You're welcome, USA. We were thinking of you guys over at your hotel. We were thinking of you guys, so I'm glad you guys could join us in the party.
Yeah, you know what he's really saying there? Why don't you guys step it up? Because no one expected us, Team Italy, to go this far. And by the way,
welcome.
that's a strong name right there. That's a strong Italian name. Vinny Pasquantino. Oh,
Gabagool.
Gabagool. Seriously. I bet you his middle name is Gabagool.
Gabagool.
It very well could be.
3 bombs last night.
Your thoughts on the WBC? Are you a traitor if you don't root for the U.S.? And, hey, if you want to do part 2 of the question, like we said, Mark DeRosa got away with one. If you can think of other examples where, man, that guy would have been trashed on social media. He would have been dragged by the fan base, but he got away with it because his teammates stepped up. I feel like it happens a lot. And a lot of times, you know why we can't think of these things easily, Covino? Because if a guy does get away with one, we forget the story. Like, if a guy misses the game-winning field goal, but his team wins in overtime, he got away with it. If some guy makes a terrible penalty, but it doesn't cost his team the game, he gets away with it. Mark DeRosa got away with it. We're going to forget the silly, I misspoke and misunderstood. You know why? Because Team USA may go on to win the whole thing, and we'll never remember that.
I have one last thing to say before we start taking your phone calls at 877-99 on Fox. Like we said, we're getting a lot of takeaways from the WBC.
Yeah.
American players need to have more fun, and I think Americans, period, need to have more fun. And that's why we're moving SGA Day to tomorrow, Rich. If people are wondering, like, why we aren't dressed up like we promised today, it's because we moved it to get the weekend started properly here on tomorrow's
I thought
show.
Rich was dressed up.
No. Yeah, Rich is dressed up like who?
So I'm dressed up like Simon Cowell.
Like yeah, dude, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Rich, you look like a production assistant on Broadway.
No, he looks
Yeah.
like
J.K.
quiet on the set.
J.K. Simmons in the movie Whiplash.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm wearing a tight black T-shirt. Hey guys, stage right, okay? Stage right.
I am so pumped for SGA Day. I went and got an outfit, and I brought it with me thinking it was today, but we're going to do
No,
it tomorrow.
Rich is dressed like the Lord of the Dance right now.
Yes,
Wait,
Michael Flatley.
guys, wait. Michael Flatley Day is not today?
No, it's actually a onesie. Doesn't that shirt you're wearing button underneath your crotch?
Well, guess what? I'm not going to
It's a
stand up.
leotard.
You'll see.
He's wearing a leotard. So we got SGA Day, which means we're putting our flashiest outfit on tomorrow. So
All
we're
right,
giving
cool.
you an extra day to follow us on YouTube, Covino and Rich FSR, so you could watch it. And again, we're going to bring that fun that we all need here on the show mañana. But having fun on a Thursday, and we're getting your phone calls next. Are you a traitor? If you're getting sucked in by the excitement from these other countries in the World Baseball Classic Plus, old school and 50 hits, we'll talk some NFL and more.
All right, cool. Now, are you ready to tackle Covino?
But your financial goals.
With Webull, you don't have to sit on the sidelines. Whether you're a rookie or a pro, Webull puts you in the game with the tools that make you want to make these moves. You could trade stocks, options, ETFs, play the long game with cash management, retirement accounts, all on one platform.
Webull's app pairs advanced analytics with real-time data so you could read the defense, adjust your strategy, and stay in control. And now, meet Vega, your personal AI market assistant. You can say things like, analyze my watch list, or what's the outlook for this stock, and get real-time stock analysis, volatility insights, and fundamentals that turn complex signals into plain English.
Now, if you want a wider view of the field, use Portfolio X-Ray to spot trends, market risks, and optimize the performance of your portfolio. Stop punting away your financial future. Join Webull's community to discuss markets, trending topics, ideas with fellow investors. All you have to do, download the Webull app on desktop or mobile, Webull, or visit Webull.com.
Webull Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Webull.com/disclosures.
One of the other big stories, of course, is Max Crosby back to the Raiders? Deal.
And apparently,
or no deal. And apparently the
first
no deal.
guy there today, right? So he was already there with the Raiders,
Yeah,
like
he
a
went,
pro.
He went to work with his lunchbox.
That's cool. And I don't know if there's any update
Was
here.
it
I'm sure
an
Dan would have told us.
Alf lunchbox, or what was it?
But
No,
do
he's
the
more of a
Raiders
Darth Vader guy.
He-Man lunchbox?
really?
Star
No,
Wars.
he's a Transformers dude, I thought. Do the Raiders keep him now? Because there's so many teams that are going to be interested. I'm already hearing rumors maybe about your 49ers,
Cowboys
Rich, the
in the mix,
Cowboys,
right?
the Bears, the Rams. I mean, it's endless as far as opportunities because the truth is he's still just recovering from an injury. It's not like he necessarily failed and isn't going to get better when it comes to this physical.
Now, based off of what Dan Byer played, the audio from the Ravens front office, saying like they're gutted, like they wanted it to go through. I heard Diana Rossini, a friend of ours, on Dan Patrick this morning. And, Danny, you and I were talking about it last
She had
night.
the inside scoop from the horse's mouth. She spoke to Max Crosby and gave the juice here on Fox Sports Radio this morning.
And Danny G, you and I were saying the same thing, which is like it just feels like, is there a possibility there was buyer's remorse, and when a guy's recovering, a doctor could find something. Now, you could say that's shady behavior. I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but I gave you the analogy. If someone went through someone's significant other's phone, you could find the most innocent thing and maybe be like, what's this?
When you're looking hard enough,
you
you'll
can find something. So I feel like were they looking for something enough just to be able to say no deal? Like, was there buyer's remorse? Like, oh man, we're giving up all these picks, and I don't know.
It felt that way immediately because they had lost so many of their players to free agency that suddenly they were looking at things like, okay, we have Max Crosby. Now we have his contract too, and we lost 2 first-round picks. How are we going to replenish? And the Ravens, they don't normally trade first-round picks. Well, usually they're not up in the top 15 either, but they normally don't deal picks away like this, and they've always drafted pretty well. So right away, it was not – it didn't pass the sniff test, and so immediately even NFL insiders were saying, hey, something's not going right
What
here.
about
with,
the credibility
with this.
of team doctors, though?
Well, that's the thing. The doctors, they're called team doctors because they work for the team.
They work for the team. They're
So,
highly paid
yeah,
from the
so if
team.
the front office says to their team doctor, hey, kind of changed our mind here because we want our two first round picks back, the team doctor is going to do what they say.
But I'm saying this just for the sake of conversation. Could it be that maybe the doctors did see something with the healing process
Sure.
that might not,
100%.
make it a fair deal for them?
There's something that maybe they did see that worried them long term for Max Crosby.
I have two questions. Number one, Iowa Sam didn't have to beep sniff test. Number one, and number two,
sniff test could mean anything.
Okay. All right,
Like,
That's not what I dumped.
Is this milk old or not? Take a
okay.
sniff.
And number two, Daniel Jones just signed an extension and a new contract, and when there's an understanding that this guy's recovering, clearly he's not 100% ready right now. Isn't that part of the understanding?
That's the thing. And Kirk Morrison had been saying this for a couple of weeks on every Raider podcast I listened to, pointing out that Crosby couldn't pass a physical to be on the field today, but in June he could. So you got to have a little bit of a leap of faith as long as the healing process is going the right way, which if you follow Max Crosby on his social media accounts, he shares a lot of his life. So I saw him go from the rolling thing when people have leg injuries to the cast off to standing on his basketball court shooting shots. He's coming along, and Raider insiders are saying he's a little bit ahead of schedule, which is actually what his agent and doctor also said.
And if you're connecting the dots, Ravens clearly knew that, and they know the healing process, and they knew what they were signing up for. So was this their excuse to back out of it, as Rich said, buyer's remorse? Not Dan Buyer's remorse. Actual purchaser, buyer's remorse.
Quickly, Adam Schefter reported that the Cowboys doctor was one of the doctors that actually reviewed Max Crosby's knee. He had done the surgeries for Patrick Mahomes and Malik Neighbors as well. He was the one that didn't pass. And some people were wondering, because he reviewed it, was he trying to get the Cowboys back in on it? That's not the case at all. But it was he was one of the doctors to look at.
Yeah, so the speculation's fun, right? And it is interesting to think about those things. But maybe the truth is simple. Maybe he's not healing the way they expected him to be healing at this point. Maybe the meniscus still looks damaged in ways that I don't know.
Where this really blocks the Raiders, though, Dan just brought up the Cowboys. They traded for Rashawn Gary. A lot of these teams that were in line
they made
behind
their moves,
the Ravens, they already made their moves, spent their money, and so now the Raiders lose their leverage.
It's like dating someone. Wait, I started dating her. I didn't know you were still single.
Yeah, it's a weird situation, man.
Yeah.
A lot of moving parts. The Max Crosby drama is real, and the moment that broke yesterday, you're like, wait, what? So what happens now? Hey, Covino and Rich, SGA Day postponed till tomorrow so we could officially start the weekend with some fun.
Yeah. By the way,
SGA Day means we're doing our best, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Thunder, and we're going to roll in like we're walking into a big NBA game with our best fit, our sweetest drip, and we're going to have some fun with you tomorrow. So more reason to follow us on YouTube. At Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. All right, Paisano.
I got to ask you, Vinny Pasquantino.
Yeah.
Are you going to start using that term? Are you going to start using the term when you've had a few coffees? I'm all beaned up.
All beaned up, bro. Yeah.
I like that. You know me when I'm having one too many coffees before our FSR show.
Yeah, man, it works for me because I love beans and I love coffee beans. And I'll tell you what, Italy got the best of Mexico last night, 9-1. They advance, but Mexico wins when it comes to cuisine, right? Well, I'll tell you what, we'll figure that out on Overpromised later today. Right after this show at 4 p.m., I think we're gonna do a little battle of who has the better cuisine. Italy or Mexico. Overpromise right after the show. And at the end of the show right now, we're going to do show and tell. Okay, we're going to do some show and tell. We do that every Thursday. And if you can guess what I brought in on our live chat, we'll give away a prize. All right?
Ooh.
So follow us again, Covino and Rich FSR. We're streaming live. You can watch the show. We're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And don't let employee turnover slow down business. Express Employment Pros finds the talent you need to keep productivity on track. From the warehouse to the front office, Express staffs all jobs. Visit expresspros.com today.
And you into video games, celebrities, or just a good time? Oh, well, hell yeah. The Global Gaming League is a video game league with celebrity-owned teams from T-Pain to Neo, competing in everything from Call of Duty to Tetris. Sign up and join the league now at globalgamingleague.com. Now, Cove, I know we got calls. I know we got people giving us feedback, but Sam, you said you had something. What do you got, Sammy boy?
So when I first heard Vinny Pasquantino talking about he's all beaned up, I thought it was about coffee beans as well, espresso being all caffeinated. But Jason Stewart, executive producer of Stugotz and Company, he actually offered a little bit more historical context. Being beaned up is an old baseball term for when guys would take beans or capsules of amphetamines and they'd be like all jacked up. But I guess it could be used both ways. You have espresso, maybe, taking amphetamines is probably looked down upon these days. So the capsule or the bean was like an old baseball term back in the day for amphetamines.
Interesting. But I'm pretty certain he meant,
that too.
I'm guessing
like coffee
espresso, coffee beans. And
I just got another coffee. I just got another coffee, by the way, because I'm about to get more. I'm about to get beaned up.
Yeah, you know what? There he is, the Lord of the Dance, Rich Davis.
Remember when Rich was all Uncle Arnie'd up at the staff dinner?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Don't adjust your screen. Lord of the Dance, Rich Davis is here. Danny G's here. Iowa Sam is here. Dan Byers got your updates in a few minutes. We're Covino and Rich, and the question at hand is, I'll just give an example. Is it wrong for Danny G at this point, based on what we've seen? If Danny G was like, yo, man, screw that. USA doesn't even want it. I'm rooting for Ohtani and Team Japan. Or is it wrong for me? I'm not doing this, but would it be wrong for me to say, man, that Italian team, Pasquantino and Cervelli, dude, Posada's one of the coaches, man, they're playing great. Dude,
or for me to say, hey, Juan Soto wins, he brings that magic to the Mets, go Dominican.
Yeah, are you a traitor?
Or a faithful?
877-99 on Fox. Who do we got, Danny G?
You thought I was done annoying you with my Alan Cumming impression.
I know it's back. It's back.
Yeah, it's still going. Let's start in Las Vegas on the phones. Larry.
Vegas, Larry, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
I can, and I'll be rooting for USA against Canada tomorrow. But are you a traitor if you like these other teams?
You couldn't do that, but that ain't what I want to comment on. I want to speak on when you make a mistake and somebody pick you up. This is really serious. When Jerome Bettis fumbled that ball in Indianapolis and they quarterback Ben Roethlisberger tackled that dude, had that not happened, his whole career would have looked different because remember they won the Super Bowl. It was the bus stop there and his family was up there. So it was
his whole family, he went home to Detroit to win that Super Bowl. Yeah, Big Ben saved him. That's a great example of like the story would have been completely different. Yeah,
people forget it. I would say that to really erase this DeRosa Team USA blunder, whatever you want to call it, bonehead move, they have to dominate Canada tomorrow night. Like, put that behind them. Everyone goes yard. They come out saluting with excitement. Judge goes yard. Back-to-back and belly-to-belly with Bryce Harper or something. Like, they have to do something big to erase that moment. All right, who else we got, Danny G?
What do they need? They need Sammy Sosa. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Ooh, they need Sammy Sosa to run out in the outfield with the American flag.
Let's stay with getting someone off the hook. Roger in Tacoma wanted to weigh in.
Hey, Roger.
Hey, Raj.
Uh-oh. His line is frozen here.
Hey, Raj.
Hey, Raj.
It's probably better than Larry, who sounded like he was in a glass factory.
Covino, on your phone where you're sitting, see if you could punch up lines.
What's going on over here? Let me try this.
Hey,
Raj. He got it.
Hey,
all
Raj.
right.
Hey. So you just saw in the NFC Championship game, Reek Woolen. Okay, I mean, the Seahawks hold the Rams on fourth down. He starts jawing at the sidelines. Draws a penalty, gives them the automatic first down. On the next play, gives up the touchdown to Puka. That dude, and he probably is paying for it because he only got a one-year deal in free agency, and he was probably better than that. but he just shows that he can be a knucklehead. He got off the hook big time.
You know what the
No
best
doubt.
is?
I mean,
And that's another great one, man. Another great
It's so
example.
funny.
Because these
Thank you.
examples are sometimes forgotten because they got off the hook. I just like it. A lot of times someone makes an error and then they lead off the next inning and they'll hit a home run. And it's like, all right, well, then they sort of erase that. They got themselves off the hook. Kind of
Or,
dig when that
like,
happens.
Like you said, late innings, if all of a sudden someone boots a ground ball, if the next pitch is like a 6-4-3 double play, it's like, oh, okay, I'm good.
He's off the hook
I'm
now.
good. I'm good.
All right, Covino, hit up line 5. It is George in Pennsylvania.
George, you're on the show. Covino and Rich. Make it snappy because we got to go to DB.
All right, I'll be quick. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, all right. 2005, Pittsburgh Steelers were playing the Indianapolis Colts in a playoff game.
Oh, we just said
End
it.
of the
Yeah,
game.
we just got that one.
Oh, you guys got that one? I missed it then. Jerome
No,
Bettis.
okay, you're
I'm
talking about
sorry.
Jerome Bettis, him being saved by Big Ben?
Yeah. Okay, and then maybe on the other topic, real quick, as a Pittsburgh fan, I was torn several years ago watching Sidney Crosby score the game-winning goal against the United States. So,
Yeah, I mean, listen, Crosby's your guy. I mean, he's won you Stanley Cups. That's why I said I'm so shocked that Danny G so purely, no, man, USA over Ohtani. Ohtani's the guy that's giving you a couple World
patriotism
Series, man.
Trumps this, pun intended. It does. It should.
Trumps.
It's okay to root for your players, but you got to root for your country in this
Yeah,
case.
and I want to see Ohtani do well, but not
Yeah.
against the USA.
I'm with Danny G on that. I haven't created yet. Yeah.
How controversial would it be if all of Team USA started doing the Trump YMCA dance?
Oh, yeah.
Shohei Ohtani.
And, Rich, you did bring up one sad story, though. You brought up Bill Buckner and how, there's the misconception that, the Mets won that night, and they didn't. The Red Sox had a chance to save that dude's career and reputation, and they didn't. And that's what makes it so sad, but great for your Mets, of course.
You know what the crazy part is? Game 7 was a few days later. There was a rain out, and then Game 7 was a few days later. And the Red Sox were up a few runs in that game in Game 7. So, Bill Buckner, to me, dude, he was off the hook in that moment.
Yeah, so sad. But it's not how most people remember it. But we'll take the rest of your feedback at 877-99 on Fox, or just hit us up at Covino and Rich at Fox Sports Radio. We got Dan Byer with an update. What up, DB?
Story of the day in college basketball is that Miami of Ohio lost. The previously unbeaten Red Hawks fell in the MAC quarterfinals to UMass 87-83, so no automatic bid. Now the Red Hawks have to wait until Selection Sunday to find out if they'll get into the dance at 31-1. Final right now, Auburn was on the bubble of the NCAA tournament, and they'll remain there. They just fell to Tennessee in second-round play of the SEC tournament, 72-62. Kentucky won earlier today against Missouri in the SEC, 78-72. Big 12 quarters, Arizona routs UCF, 81-59. Iowa State routed Texas Tech, 75-53. ACC quarterfinals, Miami held off Louisville, 78-73. Virginia won earlier today. Seton Hall and St. John's picked up wins in the Big East quarters, while in the Big Ten, Wisconsin had a double-digit lead late against Washington, but the Huskies almost came all the way back. Badgers win it, though, 85-82. Ohio State was 3 better than Iowa, 72-69. First round play at the Players Championship, TPC Sawgrass. Maverick McNeely leads at 5 under par. There's a group of players at 4 under, including Justin Thomas. Rory McIlroy did start. He's currently through 13 holes dealing with that back issue. He's at +2. Colin Morikawa had to withdraw after 10 holes because of a back issue. Scotty Scheffler right now, even par after a round of 72 and 5 back in the lead. Some NFL signings. Niners are signing linebacker Dre Greenlaw. Chargers ink running back Keaton Mitchell to a deal. Dolphins signed wide receiver Tutu Atwell. Seahawks signed running back Emmanuel Wilson. And the Bengals signed defensive tackle Jonathan Allen to a 2-year deal. Guys, back to you.
Danny G, you texted me. I'm so sorry. I missed that one. Dan Byer, you just got my natural reaction. I'm a big Greenlaw fan. That is fantastic. I know, listen, it's been a minute. Denver didn't work out for him, but that's some good news for the 49ers defense, I think. They got a couple pieces over the last couple days. Man, all right, cool. I'm in good spirits now.
Well, I'm Covino. That's Rich Tutu Davis because he's wearing his little leotard there. And we will do some show and tell. We will do old school and 50 hits next right here on Covino and Rich. Now, Rich, have you ever wiped with a dry piece of toilet paper and wondered, is this as good as it gets? Well, It's not. Gets a lot better thanks to wet, extra-large cleaning power of Dude Wipes. And when they say extra-large, they mean like your noggin, Rich. Extra large. They mean business. So no matter the size of your mess from top to bottom, Dudes has you covered for a confident clean.
I mean, they're pretty when they're talking like any size mess. If you see there's some big dudes out there. Hey, Dude Wipes has it covered. Comfortable, clean. Whatever TP leaves behind, debris, no way. Irritation, not a chance. It's time to make the ultimate trade and the switch from TP to wet, extra large Dude Wipes and start experiencing that confident clean of Dude Wipes.
Made from 100% plant-based natural fibers, coming in a variety of scents. Sensations like mint chill and shea butter to protect your end zone. Join the movement for cleaner movements and live a skid-free life, man. That's all we're trying to say.
At Amazon, available at all major retailers. Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down.
Are we using our last brain cell?
Last brain cell.
Last
Hit it.
living brain cell.
There's a new sport in town. It's not basketball. It's even dumber than that. They're calling it Run It, and it's exploding in Australasia, and they're saying it's the next level of sport.
Did you just make up like a country?
That's what they're saying. It's the exploding sport in Australasia. 2 athletes, 20 meters apart, brain damage bait. Take a look.
What is this? Just full force?
That's it.
Oh, that guy's dead.
He died right there.
Concussion.
One dude carries the ball. Other dude full speed trying to stop him. It's like an old football drill going 100 miles per hour with no pads.
With this? You know when what are the scariest moments in the NFL? Remember when Tua was on his back and his hands were like shaking? And that was, I don't know, the scariest shit?
2 dudes, 2 concussions, and you got all these fans loving every second of it.
On purpose.
Yeah, and it's called Run It.
This isn't wide receiver over the middle on a slant pattern and Ronnie Lott hits him in 1989. This is on purpose?
So it's not the first basketball level of dumb sport we've seen in recent history.
Okay.
There's other ones. Yeah, Run It. Crush it. Crush your skull is what's happening here. Again, other sports that require your last brain cell, Dana White's behind one of them, and that's power slap. Again, very viral. You've seen these videos, and it breaks the first rule of fighting. Protect yourself at all times. That's what makes it terrible. No one's protecting themselves. Now, there it is. What does a referee say? A referee says, protect yourself at all times. Shake hands, have a good fight. That's what makes this terrible.
I can't lie.
UFC, boxing, you're protecting yourself. Swimming in, not getting wet, stick and move. There's no sticking. There's only sticking. There's no moving.
Can't lie. I've thought about doing this to you. But no, I can't lie. If Dana White said, Covino, Rich, you guys want to come hang? Front row, power slap. I hate to say it, but we'd go. But it seems so barbaric, and I'm not some big...
Because you're a sitting duck.
I'm not some big lame-o. I'm not some puseta. I like a good fight, but you're right. Defenseless seems wrong. Like
that's the difference with power slap. Sure, we watch. I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. Of course, I'm going to watch it. It's like watching a train wreck. But is it safe? Is it fun? Is it our last brain cell? Pretty much. Power slap.
Cove.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we going to do next? Nut kicking? Like imagine like, oh, you're up.
Beavis did that to Butthead, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, that would be the next sport.
Limbo skating. Apparently, you skate and then you get on all fours. Or like,
you could do that, I bet. Didn't you used to do that back at the old skating rink?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's pretty impressive, though. Limbo skating?
I scraped my helmet.
All right. Can I give you the
limbo
lamest
skating?
Oh, look at that.
No, not that helmet. My other helmet. How about joggling?
I scraped my helmet on the floor.
Joggling.
Do you mean when people jog and juggle at the same time? That sounds not like the lamest thing I've ever heard of.
That's really stupid. Yeah, joggling. people. Imagine like your son's a joggler. Like, yeah, way to go, kid. Appreciate that.
Hey, your kid involved in any sports? Your kid playing?
I got one kid. He's a LARPer. He's LARPing.
Yeah.
And the other kid, he's a
yeah.
He's a joggler. Yeah.
That's how you know you failed.
Yeah, no.
Let's see what else I got one. I know you're down for a good arm wrestle. Even back in the 80s, remember thumb wrestling?
Yeah.
Have you ever toe wrestled?
I bet you eat your dick toes. You'd be good at this.
I do have big toes.
Rich has giant dick toes. Like, look how gross this is.
Quick toes away. Casey.
But again, if there's a market for run it,
What's going on here?
yeah, toe wrestling, I guess, is a big deal. And it makes me think of Seinfeld's bit on the biathlon, speaking of the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
That looks like a toe
He
snap.
talks
You're
about
missing
how
you're missing the slow-mo of the final move.
Casey there, you can
when he
see
did the
actually
over the top with his big toe.
Isn't quite the
there
same
he
as
is,
it
the toe jam champion.
Imagine a toe wrestler on a first date. Like, oh my God, like, what do you do for fun? Like, what's your side hustle, dude? Yeah. Fucking toe wrestling.
We're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio, and it's time for our Tire Rack play of the day. Pasquatch flexed for Italy and the USA last night.
That one, I'm not sure if he got it all. Let's see. It's deep. It is gone. Oh, he's hit 3.
Then he's going to have so much espresso in him, he may not go to sleep tonight. This will be his 3rd shot of espresso. Vinny, take it easy, big fella.
You know, here's another way to look at it, too. We were pretty hard on DeRosa and how they played against Italy. For all we know, Italy would have whooped them anyway because they looked strong last night, too.
Yeah.
That was courtesy of FS1, our Tire Rack play of the day, Pasquantino.
Dude, and for over 40 years, Tire Rack, we love Tire Rack. They've been helping people find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection, mobile tire installation. They hook you up, my friends. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Now, every Thursday, if you look at the clock, buddy boy, there's something we do, and it's go old school.
There's a certain. Yeah. What we gonna do right here is go back. Back into time.
Throwing it back for a Thursday. Old school when 50 hits. At 50 after, CNR give you the time capsule topic, and we reminisce together.
Yeah! So, social media buzzing about, well, all the NFL trades, the WBC, and according to Awful Announcing, a lot of people, they're buzzing about a sequel, a potential sequel for Days of Thunder.
Finally.
With Tom Cruise. See, Danny G's like, finally, man.
Covino.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, while you like him, you're not a Top Gun, Days of Thunder type of dude.
No, I like Tom Cruise, though. Big Outsiders fan of his movies from the 80s. Never a Top Gun fan. I like the Nintendo game Top Gun. But there is a lot of people saying what Danny G just said. Hell yeah. About time.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, let's do it. A sequel? Days of Thunder? Maybe that Brad Pitt F1 movie lit a fire under his ass. What do you think?
That did well.
Right?
That did well.
Because people talked real high on that, and maybe it got him motivated. So based on that and sequel gaining some traction, what are some other movie sequels you wanted but never happened? And maybe we could manifest it into existence, right? Get that buzz going. Because we have some automatic, hydromatic ones that should be or should have a sequel.
You know what's sad about this one, if it happens, is Robert Duvall just passed away.
Yeah, that sucks. That
They
sucks.
should have done this before he passed.
Gone too soon.
Maybe they write that into the script somehow and still acknowledge it and honor it. I don't know. But yeah, Danny G's right there. That's why you wait too long. That's the sad part. That's
Exactly.
the shame here, right?
Yeah.
There's some obvious ones that come to mind, but certain movies, like I hate when they go to the well too much, but sometimes like, why didn't they? Right? That's the other question.
I mean, it's a money grab, but all right, listen, know what I thought was good? I have a couple answers. I'm going to save my number one answer on the board because I even have the plot line for the sequel. I've thought this out. I think it's genius. In fact, I'm almost scared to say it because I feel like I should bring it to someone in Hollywood. Gold, baby, gold. I feel like I got the number one answer of a movie that deserves a sequel. But I'll give you one that I thought was good, Covino. You might have thought, it was all right. It was on Netflix. I really enjoyed Coming to America, the sequel with Eddie Murphy. I thought that was one we got 20, 30, 40 years later.
Yeah, we didn't think we'd get, but we got it.
Yeah, that's the example. A movie where you're like, you know what? I think they could go back to the well. And I have two, but the number one answer I'll give you next. And your feedback at 877-99 on Fox. Covino and Rich on Throwback Thursday.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win? Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there, and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
There are no longer any unbeaten teams in college basketball. Not after this happened.
Down to 3, fires it, no good. UMass wins. Unbelievable that the Redhawks come to 31-0 and they get beat today.
Miami of Ohio handed their first defeat of the season in the quarterfinals of the MAC tournament. Fox Sports 980 WONE with the call. Redhawks now 31-1 after that 4-point defeat to UMass. They'll need an at-large bid to get in the NCAA tournament. A couple of games that just went final. SEC second round, Tennessee dropped Auburn 72-62. Earlier today, Kentucky beat Missouri 78-72. Arizona, winner in the Big 12 quarters, routing UCF 81-59. Miami bested Louisville 78-73. First round of the Players' Championship, Maverick McNeely leads at 5 under. Rory McIlroy is 2 over. Scotty Scheffler even par after 72. I'm Dan Beyer.
Hey, that's us. Thursday's the new Friday. Weekend begins. Covino and Rich reminding you that you can stream us wherever, whenever, 24/7 on the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Search Fox Sports Radio on the app. Stream us live all day, every day. Tell some friends about it. We appreciate it. iHeartRadio. Shout out to all the affiliates as well hanging out with us. And thank you. And Rich, have you ever wiped with a piece of dry toilet paper and wondered, is this as good as it gets?
Stop asking me about my tuchus.
I mean, I look at you and I wonder.
Stop asking. Well, no, I'm all about the dude wipes, buddy boy. Hey, they come in different scents. Shea butter, mint, all at Amazon, local retailers. Get your dude wipes and clean up those skid marks, pals.
And that's Rich, Lord of the Dance Davis. He's off-site because he had a recital today. And I'm Covino. And Danny G is here. Iowa Sam on the ones and twos. Dan Byers got your updates. Lots of things going on today. We also have show and tell at the end of the show. So definitely watch what you hear. See what I brought in. And I'll make the reveal to see if you're right at the end of the show. It's Covino and Rich FSR. We're streaming live. And you could also chop it up with the listeners, our friends. They're chiming in. Actually, I got to pull up the chat right now, Rich,
Well,
okay?
You do that while I ask you 3 quickie questions, and we'll get back to the old school.
Yeah.
Just little news alerts that I can't wrap my head around. I'm a big fan of Carlos Beltran.
Sure.
Mets announced today that they're looking to retire his number. Do you think he's Mets retirement worthy?
No, but when you're the Mets, you look for
Shut
those
up.
moments. No, I'm being serious. Right? Like, you don't have a lot of moments to cheer about.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. So, yeah, they're going to retire Carlos Beltran's number 15. I'll be honest with you, I don't even think it's that memorable that I'm like, what number was he again? Oh, yeah, 15.
I say that respectfully.
Yeah.
You go to Citi Field, a beautiful ballpark, and they got tons of money and tons of excitement with Juan Soto and Lindor and the squad now. But it's like you're going back to 1986 because that's really the only great team they had in recent history. So when you have big star players like Beltran, you gotta do something for the fans. You gotta do something to make it look like you got more of a legacy than 86. So I'm not even being rude about it. If there's anyone you're gonna do that for, he's a Hall of Fame player.
Yeah.
Why not? He had a good run there.
All right, second quickie.
Yeah.
Am I too excited about Drake Greenlaw back to the 49ers? I feel like he was such a key player on that team.
No, I think
once he was
your
healthy on
excitement
Denver,
says it all.
Once he was healthy on Denver, I feel like he was back to the player he was. I think that's a big pickup for the Niners.
Yeah,
Danny
and
G,
thank
would you agree?
on behalf of all Las Vegas. Thank you for taking him off of Denver's hands.
Yeah, so I like that. I heard your boy Ben Maller, Danny G. Do you agree? I thought this was a really funny line he used. Hey, if you think the Ravens are being legit about the Max Crosby physical, then congratulations, you just passed the stupid test.
Yeah, you're right. Who's full of more BS? The Ravens or DeRosa when he says he knew the rules all along?
And one last thing, and then we'll get to old school. if you watched the Love is Blind reunion last night.
I didn't. Don't give it away, bro.
I'm not. I'm going to ask, what is more annoying?
Yeah,
What is more annoying when, I don't, not to sound sexist, but when young women say, I'm working on me. Is that more annoying, or when some douchey guy is
the most
told,
annoying thing, Rich, is when they kept clapping with two fingers together. Who started that, and what does it mean exactly?
Clapping,
yeah.
You know, Danny, add that. So it's either that when people say I'm working on me, or when there's clearly a douchey guy and they say things like, just be better. I hate the lingo of the younger dating world now.
They all suck. How about when these young girls put their hands over their face and like they're so excited?
Yeah.
Or what about a girl on
Get out of
social
my
media?
face.
What about a girl on social media that's showing you like a product she has and she does with her nails, like the little taparoo with the nails?
They all stink, bro. That's why I love hanging out here. It's an escape from the stink. But I do want to shout out
Wait, so
Stilo.
you're saying you're strictly into dudes? Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Nowadays, big announcement. Scott for mayor, Lisa hanging out with us, Tony Medina. Who else? A lot of people chiming in. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you, Colin in Canada. You're going down tomorrow, Colin in Canada. USA, Canada tomorrow night. But we go back to old school when 50 hits. The story today is there's a lot of steam building about a sequel to Days of Thunder. Tom Cruise still got it, still a draw, still in shape, still the man. Why wasn't it done earlier? Well, it's kind of cool that they're talking about it now. Yeah. But on the flip side of it, Rich, we're asking, well, what are some other movies that deserve a sequel, right? On the flip side, though, what are some movies that are like, hey, I know you're thinking sequel, but don't do it. Don't ruin it. You're ruining it. Because off the air, Danny G and Sam were like, I wish they never did a Billy Madison sequel. It stunk. And I'm sorry, a Happy Gilmore sequel. And you know what? I agree with them.
I wanted them to do it, but way sooner. It just felt like too much time had passed.
Call me a sucker. I watched it. I thought it was good enough, and I loved it. I loved it for what it was.
I wanted to love it.
Did you watch it again? No, you big
Rich,
liar.
Rich, with a classic movie, you need more than good enough.
But I just the fact that we got to see more Happy Gilmore. And by the way, speaking of Billy Madison, what if it's a grown-up Billy Madison and he's with Veronica Vaughn and something like?
Well, that's why I slipped, because I would have rather have seen a Billy Madison to see how he's running the company than a Happy Gilmore.
Cool.
Seriously.
Are you curious about his current thoughts on whether or not shampoo or conditioner is better?
I want to know if
Do
he's
your
still,
tee-hee thing.
if he's still rocking out to that band. Billy passed the third grade. Oh, what a glorious day, yeah. So the question based on this Days of Thunder, building steam on social media, and people are buzzing, like, yeah, get the sequel going. What movies deserve a sequel? Never happened, but maybe if we put it out there, it will. I think you and I are thinking the same thing, but I'll give it to you, homeboy.
All right. Well, you know what? I want to let people give their answers first, because I feel like no one's thinking about it, and you and I have talked out a plot line and everything. A movie that would be ideal. It's right there It's right there.
Are you going back to 96?
I am. So we're on the same page.
All right.
Perfect.
All right. You want to go to the phones, or you want to reveal?
No. Let's see if people can think of it, because I have one, and Covino and I agree on it. So we'll give you our thoughts, but let's go to the phones.
877-99 on Fox. Who do we got, Danny G?
Let's start with Chris in Waco, Texas.
Chris in Waco. This is old school when 50 hits, and it's your chance to get involved. What movie deserves a sequel, or which one do you think is a mistake to even try?
Well, the one that I'm hyped for, and I don't know if it's been announced, but there are rumors for it, is Spaceballs.
Yeah.
And that movie is fantastic. Anything by Mel Brooks, I'd love to see again.
No, that's happening.
But the real question is, I'm going to throw back 3 old school football movies for you.
Okay.
And tell me which one you think should have a sequel for it. The first one is The Program. The second one is Necessary Roughness. And the last one, which is real old school, is North Dallas 40. I'll hang up and listen to what y'all say, but thanks for the great show.
Dude, I appreciate you, but I'll be honest, those are 3 great movies that I never thought of a sequel for any of them, because I feel like there was nothing that felt me thirsting for more 10, 20, 30 years later. I think those are all just good movies. Covino, would you back me on that? Like, I don't think they need a sequel.
I kind of agree with you. he's asking which one. Maybe the old North Dallas 40 needs an update. That's the other thing. Like, if it's for the sake of updating it for a younger audience, I could get behind that, because trying to get a younger person to watch some of these older movies is also a little torturous.
Oh, Covino, what if you are a big Sandman fan like we are?
Oh, The Longest Yard, yes.
Oh, yeah. The
Oh,
Sandman.
yes.
Oh, yeah, the Sandman. Or you could be the sentimental Sandman. You said we weren't loving Happy Gilmore 2. I liked it. I thought it was fun. Billy Madison, cross that off. Someone said, what about like Wedding Singer? Maybe his best movie ever. Would you not want to see where Robbie Hart and Julia are now, and what Glenn Gooley has been up to?
I would love that, yeah. But again, there's that tricky sort of, it was so good the way it was, do you ruin it by bringing it back?
But here's the thing. In the 2000s, late 90s, they took it back to the 80s. What if the Wedding Singer sequel was in the 2000s with, like, the first, like, flip phones and stuff like that?
Or the 90s. That'd be great.
Oh, yeah. So Robbie Hart's got a MySpace page.
Yeah, I think if Happy Gilmore was worthy of a sequel, and I didn't hate it by any means, Rich, then I think these other ones are. I do. I think they're worthy of it. 877-99 on Fox. Who else do we got? Danny G.
All right, let's talk to Brian in Vegas.
Hey, Brian.
Brian.
What's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Rich, bang, bang. Greenlaw back. That is a big deal. We're all
it's
psyched
great
for that.
I love it.
But so I love the Broken Lizard guys. So when they did Super Troopers and then Super Troopers 2, I was a little worried, but it was pretty funny. But I got another one that they made that they definitely never came out with that they need to. They had Beer Fest, and then at the end they had Willie Nelson smoking, and they wanted to bring in Weed Fest. They said Weed Fest coming soon, and it never happened. I was super bummed about that.
That would be pretty funny. And by the way, Das Boot.
Beer Fest, such an underrated, stupid, funny movie. I'm with you. That'd be funny. But you know what? See, there we go. Big dreaming and wishful thinking. That art of fun, original comedies, like, stopped with Superbad and Wedding Crashers. Like, we haven't really gotten that culture back yet.
Yeah.
That quotable, stupid comedy culture.
Because a few years ago, producers and directors for those kind of films were getting canceled.
Yeah, no, that's it. So I'm hoping we can get some of that back. That'd be great.
And you know what? Speaking of sequels, I know it's not a sequel because they've had many of them, but there's going to be a lot of buzz about Scary Movie 6. The Wayans brothers are saying that it's going to be out of control. So I know it's not it's a sequel, but there's like 6 of them. But, you know.
All right.
Just to tie it in.
Again, Tom Cruise, Days of Thunder, talks of a sequel. So it got us thinking. 877-99 on Fox.
You know, Scott from Mayor on our in-show chat on the YouTube said, you know, we talk a lot about Office Space to make funny jokes. What about Lumbergh and where we are now with Stapler? Wait, didn't Lumbergh get arrested for something?
In the movie?
No, in real life.
Oh, no. I mean, I saw him at CVS like a few months ago. So, yeah. If he did, I don't remember it. There you go, spreading rumors on national radio.
Oh, maybe I was wrong.
Gary Cole you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Who played Lumbergh, one of the Lumberghs. The Lumbergh.
Who do we got, Danny G?
All right, let's go to Missouri. David.
What up, David?
Hey, that last caller took my Beer Fest answer. I thought it was such a good one. No one's going to think of it.
Wow.
But anyways, I got a second one.
Wow.
Second one idea. All right, first movie, boat goes down. Potential sequel, boat floats back up. Titanic 2.
Oh, now you're talking.
That's so dumb. Thank you.
It's a zombie movie. How about that? No.
Yeah, I like that, Sam.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
fell
back
flat.
in the dead.
Covino, you and I have
disrespectful there.
good one. Cove, they're all dead, Sam. It doesn't matter. And all their
happened,
family,
like,
it's like
120
generations. You can
years
make
ago?
Titanic jokes. I'm not going to give away our number one answer, but for years, how many times have you been duped or thought that there was going to be a Goonies Part 2?
I was waiting for you to say that one, man.
I've
been
that's
hearing
not
about
my
that
number
for
one.
so long.
That's not my number one, but we love Goonies
we've
so
talked
much.
to Sean Astin about it, and he was like, "It's a go." And with the return of Ke-Huy Quan, he's winning Academy Awards now. I mean, why wouldn't they try to make that happen? Is Corey Feldman the wild card that they can't wrangle in?
You got to think of the twist, right? Is the twist like they're all dads and their kids go on a Goonies adventure in 2026? Like, is that what's the twist?
It's
right?
their kids. Yeah, it's the story about their kids. And I've been hearing buzz about this happening for so long. So Goonies That's a must for a different generation. That's a must. And we also live in the culture and generation of nostalgia. This is a perfect example of you wanting to see what happened, you reliving that nostalgia, you bringing your kids to the theater, the family fun time, enjoying it, introducing to a whole new audience. Goonies 2 is so automatic. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
But you can't wait too long, like Danny G said. Do it now. Mostly everyone's still around. I want to know the storyline between Chunk and Sloth. I want to know what happened with them. Did he go home and live with them?
Crazy twist. They're a couple.
Yeah. I want to know. We find out. Yeah. That's been buzzed about forever, Rich.
Yeah. Or what about the what if it was a prequel? What if there was a story about the Fratellis? I don't know, like some type of spin-off or something, right?
That's fine. Stilo and Stockton said from dusk till dawn too. I would say what he means is like those are one of the mistakes, right? The first one was great. Selma Hayek and Cheech Marin.
Caddyshack 2, huge mistake.
Yeah, like sometimes it just doesn't work. That's the risk. Ends up
and you have to have some of the cast members back, and if you don't have, Chevy Chase coming back for Caddyshack 2. What was he in? I don't remember. Rodney Dangerfield wasn't in it. It was Dan Aykroyd.
Well, you know what happens?
It was bad.
I'll take you back to when we used to be kind and rewind and go to Blockbuster on a weekend. Rich, you remember, you'd be going through the new releases and you'd see From Dusk Till Dawn 2, and you're like, they made a sequel and I didn't even know about it? It's already on DVD? That's when you know, I guess that wasn't worth it. Because then you'd sort of take away from the OG.
Jonesy on our in-show chat said, thoughts on Independence Day? They made a sequel. Remember, it wasn't with Will, but they had a lot of the same characters. Remember the aliens came back to life, and they had a second Independence Day?
Doesn't even feel like a real sequel when the main characters change.
You know what I say about that, Rich?
Yeah.
Yes.
Could I add something to what Danny said? I know a long duration between sequels, were you Happy Gilmore? I think it worked, though, for Top Gun and then Top Gun Maverick. And obviously that went to theaters and helped the movie industry kind of come out of the COVID fog.
They're thinking hey, Tom Cruise could still bring it. Enough time has gone by. Let's do it again with Days of Thunder.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah.
Want to be embarrassed for someone in the room?
Oh, boy.
Oh, sure.
Steve Covino never wanted to see Top Gun 2 and still refuses.
It was good, man. I enjoyed it.
Top Gun Maverick was
fantastic.
fantastic.
In theaters.
I believe you.
In fact, Danny G, I argue that it's better than the original. I thought it was great.
And they got Val Kilmer in there before he passed away.
Yeah, I was going to say.
For a cameo.
Some of the sequels, too, they always go with the formula of it's going to be the kids of the main characters.
Yeah.
And that's how they're going to continue. They didn't do that with Top Gun, which is one of the reasons why that movie worked so well.
Yeah. All right, well, you know what? I think I'm ready to tell you the number one answer on the board.
And then we're going to have to do Crossfire because the phones are lit.
They're
for
lit.
This.
Really quick, though, Rich. Trip in Vegas, he's been holding and he said he was scared that you were going to steal his answer.
Oh, Trippy Trip. Oh, he might. Oh, no.
All right, gentlemen, I was going to say, I got two, Edge of Tomorrow, and then I think the number one answer is Big Trouble in Little China.
Okay, good. That's not my answer. Okay.
But
those are good ones. Those are
I
good.
would love a little. Lopana's still alive, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, let's do some Kurt Russell. It's all in the reflexes, Jack Burton style. I'd love to see that. I also think a remake of The Last Dragon, a remake. I don't think it should be a sequel. I think a remake of Berry Gordy's classic. If you want to consider that a sequel of sorts, by all means, go right ahead. But that's not the number one.
I'll set this one out. You could direct your feet to Daddy Green's Pizza. I'll stay right here.
Go ahead. So what is the number one? And then we'll do the little bang, bang, crossfire with the phone calls.
Crossfire! All right, the number one answer on the board. Hands down, without a doubt, because I have the script in my mind. Covino and I have discussed this. The 1996 classic, Swingers. You take Vince Vaughn, Jon Favreau, they're grown up, and their kids are trying to date in the 2020s where they're using apps and the whole hey, you wait 3 days to call a girl, and it's like, no, Dad, you got to DM her right away. It's a comedy 30 years later with Favreau and Vince Vaughn's kids. and there's no political, they're dealing with political correctness. How do you kids date nowadays? You don't get it. Back in the day, we went to Vegas, bear claws. Like, the reference would be fantastic.
It's like, Vegas, baby, Vegas.
We're going to Vegas. We're going to Vegas, and the kid's like, can't we just gamble on our phones?
Right?
Like,
Yeah. I think that enough time has passed. Vince Vaughn and Favreau are legends now. Let's see what those characters are up to today. That was 1996 when that came out. It was a cult classic that everybody ended up watching on VHS and knowing and quoting forever. So
I think there's a.
I agree with you. Swingers would be a great
sequel. There's storylines that could be explored, and I just think the idea of how it is now versus then. I know you can say that's a trope, but I don't give a funk or wagnall, my favorite encyclopedia brands, about tropes. I think that Vince Vaughn and Favreau, learning their kids' dating styles now compared to the 90s. Swingers 2.
I also think we're due for a Jon Favreau, Vince Vaughn comedy.
I haven't seen. Vince Vaughn was great on the final 2 seasons of Curb. I miss me some Vince Vaughn.
Same. I think we're due for that. Now we'll wrap it up with your phone calls based on Days of Thunder sequel buzz. Which ones deserve a sequel? Or like Sam was saying, sometimes, it ruins it. Leave it alone. Like Provolone. 877-99 on Fox. Crossfire, which means make it quick. Actually, you know what? We're going to pause. Hang tight because we got breaking news from the great Dan Beyer.
Breaking news from Fox Sports.
Guys, it didn't take long. Free agent quarterback Kyler Murray is signing a 1-year deal with the Minnesota Vikings.
There you go.
Considered the front runner all along, Murray, released by the Cardinals yesterday, finds a new home in the Twin Cities.
Wow.
Look at that.
Big moves.
Kyler Murray.
And the Vikings are right there competitive.
How would you feel if you were J.J. McCarthy?
Like ass, like cheeks, like buns.
I think the 1-year deal gives J.J. McCarthy the feeling of, all right, well, listen, I'm not out of it. It's not if they gave Kyler Murray plus an extension.
Put yourself in that situation, Rich. You would not feel, even though there's some truth to what you're saying, right? You would feel like ass about that. You really would. So, not a good day for him, but, maybe it's a whole new start. I mean, that's the plan for Kyler Murray. He shows us what he could do with a different system, with a different team. I think it's really cool. It's a cool move for him. And, I had this fantasy. No one else was really buzzing about it, but
you had a fantasy about Kyler Murray?
No, about Kirk Cousins, even better. Maybe going back to the Vikings or something, right? But then I'm hearing, no, maybe he goes to the Raiders and mentors Fernando Mendoza, and that would also be really cool. So one more piece falls.
Well,
and it's an obvious one. We sort of figured he'd be there, and thank you, Dan Beyer.
That social media sentiment's growing, and Danny G, I feel like you can't be opposed to that, right? Kirk Cousins as a mentor to a young Fernando Mendoza.
I think that would be great.
Considering Kirk Cousins is also a man of faith. He's a good man. Like, I feel like it almost matches Fernando's vibe.
Yeah, that'd be a funny quarterback room. There'd be a whole bunch of gosh darn it's and dang it and fricks.
Shucks.
Dadgummit.
Exactly.
I think that would be great.
But the interesting part is there are some Atlanta Falcons fans that have some Falcons fans have chimed in saying, how did the whole mentor thing work with Cousins here in Atlanta? So,
yeah, but
every guy's really competitive. They don't want to sign somewhere as a backup necessarily.
That's true. But Danny, I think Kirk Cousins in Atlanta, he got the rug pulled out from under him because remember they gave him a big deal and then they're like, we're getting Michael Penix Jr. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Going into Las Vegas, if they said, hey, listen, man, this could be a maybe 1.5, 2-year thing. We're not rushing Mendoza. You're here as a mentor and you're getting paid. I think you go in with a different mindset.
Yeah, and he did have some of his better seasons with Clint Kubiak as his quarterback's coach. So there's the relationship.
So there's the relationship right there.
So Kyler Murray is a Viking.
Instant feedback
let that simmer for a little bit.
Instant feedback from the boss because I'm kissing ass. No, I asked our boss, who's a big Vikings fan. I go, Kyler Murray, thoughts? And I would imagine love it. He said love it, especially essentially for free. You're getting it's much like Tua with Atlanta. You're getting like a 1-year trial for really not much. It's like getting a streaming service for 6 months for free, and then hey, you can cancel if you want. I really think that. Those are two great deals for Atlanta and Minnesota.
Let's
you
wrap
get to
up.
See if, you get to see if
buddy.
Tua or Kyler Murray have gas in the tank, and if they don't, later to you.
No, later to you.
No, later to you.
No, later to you. Let's wrap up our phone calls. I don't want to keep people holding anymore. Hey, and if you want to chime in on Kyler Murray, too, we'll take your phone calls. The most interactive show on radio, 877-99 on Fox. Let's wrap up our sequels. Old School Win 50 hits. Let's start at the beginning, Danny G. Let's go. Who do we got?
No, actually, I got to reset all the lines.
Oh, really?
And then we'll come back. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so we'll reset it. Don't forget it.
What is that, Ron Popeil?
Thanks, Ron Popeil.
Yeah.
All right, well, hey, Covino and Rich, we are going to take your feedback, and we are going to talk a little etiquette, and there's a guy breaking some sports etiquette.
Well, it's T-shirt etiquette.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to talk some T-shirt etiquette on the show.
You mean like don't wear a tight black one like I'm Simon Cowell? Am I breaking etiquette today or what?
Yeah, don't wear a black leotard when you're on national radio.
Okay,
we'll explain. We'll explain right here on the Covino and Rich Show, Thursday, Fox Sports Radio. Hey, are you into video games, Rich? Celebrities or just a good time? The Global Gaming League is a video game league with celebrity-owned teams from T-Pain to Neo, competing in everything from Call of Duty to Tetris. Sign up and join the league now at globalgamingleague.com. And ready to tackle your financial goals?
You know I am, man. I'm down with Webull. You don't have to sit on the sidelines. Whether you're a rookie or a pro, Webull puts you in the game with tools that help you make the moves you want. Trade stocks, options, ETFs, or you can play the long game. Cash management, retirement accounts, all on one platform.
Webull's app pairs advanced analytics with real-time data. So you could read the defense, adjust your strategy, stay in control, and now meet Vega, your personal AI assistant. You say things like, analyze my stock, analyze my watch list, or what's the outlook on this stock, and get real-time stock analysis, volatility insights, and fundamentals that turn complex signals into plain English.
Hey, do you want a wider view of the field? Of
I
course
do.
you do. Portfolio X-ray, you can spot trends in the market, manage risk, and optimize your performance. Stop punting away your financial future. Join Webull. Get in on the conversation, talking about trending topics, ideas with fellow investors. Download the Webull app today on mobile or desktop, Webull, or visit Webull.com.
Webull Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Webull.com/disclosure.
Bam Adebayo.
Bam Adebayo, 83
I say
points.
Adebayo.
Yeah, he's not living out in the
Bayou.
bayou. Yeah, there's no bayou involved.
He's living. Bam's in the Adebayo.
Born on the bayou.
Bam Adebayo had 83 points, and again, not known for being a high-scoring NBA player. 20 of 43, 36 of 43 from the foul line, 7 for 22 when it came to 3 points against a Wizards team that kind of stinks. I mean, really stinks.
I mean,
and that's part of the criticism.
They might as well have had Dumbledore on the court.
But
I mean, they're
he
wizards.
still-
Harry Potter was out there.
He still did it.
Yeah.
You know, and by the way, the people that are mad about the Kobe thing, that's such a non-story, and that comes from a place of high respect and high regard for Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant didn't hold the record. He was in second. Why do people not grasp
Like
that?
you can't get mad at second place.
He
I don't know. It's
surpassed
weird. It's like
the second place guy. It's not like Kobe Bryant was the record holder and he beat him in a weak performance, in a weak circumstance. No, that's not what happened. He just
Yeah.
surpassed him as number 2 now.
Imagine being
behind
like
Wilt Chamberlain.
Imagine being like, oh man, you were voted second in the Cy Young instead of the third. Like I don't know.
And by the way, everyone's
second place.
okay with Wilt Chamberlain having the 100 points, right?
Hello, Fox Sports Radio.
There's
Can
so
I take your
much
order?
controversy as to how he scored those 100 points. No one even knows how many blocked shots he had in that game, right? And who was he playing against? But everyone acknowledges that he had 100 points. So if we're going to not acknowledge that he had 100 points,
Yeah.
then it doesn't matter how Bam scored his 83.
Yeah.
He had 83.
Yeah. I mean, the reality is it's angry Kobe fans, and I get it. It really is. I saw.
Was it the coolest way to happen?
I saw a round table.
Was it from an unassuming or an unexpected, I should say, player? Yes.
Well, okay, let's be fair. How many times in the NBA just this season are we going to see and have already seen a big-time scorer go up against a crap-ass team that's tanking for the rest of the season anyway? So you talk about the Wizards being a terrible team who aren't – like, that happens every day in the league.
Still takes a lot to score 83
It
points.
still takes a damn lot to score 83 points. And frankly, I have to believe, and I'm a huge Laker fan myself, and I'm a Kobe guy, I have to think that Kobe – would have had absolutely no problem with any of this. And that if it was Kobe chasing Michael Jordan, who had 81 points, you damn straight Kobe would have been doing everything he could to get past 81.
Yeah. This is sort of the sentiment. I saw Michelle Beadle and some people on a roundtable show saying it could be entertaining that a man did what he did, but you could also be irritated because it was ugly, gross, and kind of cheap, especially the last 7 to 10 points. Kobe fans are angry. And that's really the sentiment you're seeing everywhere.
Angry what? That he passed the number 2 guy? That's kind of corny to me, to be honest.
It sounds like, remember when Gastineau was mad about the Strahan sacks? Like, it was like, oh, it was
I think what they're upset about is it didn't seem like it came in the natural flow of the game.
It didn't come in the, oh, my God, he hit another 3. Oh, my God, he's unstoppable. He's on fire. It was more like, wow, the guy just got 40-something opportunities from the free throw line.
Or if the game was within 10 points it was during the beginning of the fourth quarter for Kobe.
It's called a 2-pack of ass.
Yeah.
The game was a 2-pack of ass yesterday.
20-point lead or whatever it was. So I think that's where the criticism is
where
coming
was
from.
the defense? What was that circus score that we saw last night? But
and they were fouling him. They just weren't fouling him Detroit Pistons style, which is what we would have saw in the 80s if a dude was going off like that.
83 is a hell of a lot of points.
Should there been, and the other controversy is, should they have pulled him out of respect for Kobe or whatever? And like Mike said, no way. In the name of competition, you leave him in there, let him go for it. I don't think even Kobe would have wanted to see that. 20 point. He's averaging what, 20 points this year per game. So that's why people are like, who did what?
And his career high prior to this was 41.
Wait, Bam, he's not even known for scoring like that. 83 points? I think that makes it a cooler story.
Truth be
this
told,
guy had like the game of his life. That's insane.
Truth be told, I got to ask because I saw the highlights like everyone, but I wasn't locked into a random Tuesday night Miami Heat game. From the jump, was it he just had the touch or did they just have a game plan? What? How do you even explain a guy that averages 20?
31 points in the first quarter.
I know, 31 in the first.
Thank you, Mike.
Out the gate, he was unstoppable, and they just kept dishing, I guess, the whole game, and then fouls took over?
Yeah.
Well, that was Izzy's point on the show prior to ours, is that a lot of the national media only saw the last 7 to 10 points, as you read in that post, Rich.
Yeah.
So if you saw the first and second quarter, you saw how dominant he was
And in the
game.
beginning of the game, they were triple teaming the guy. All right. Again, Throwback Thursday, we're doing show and tell. That's what I brought into the studio today. You got to guess who it is exactly, and if Danny G calls your name, you win a prize. You can chime in at Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube, at Covino and Rich FSR. SGA days tomorrow. We'll be dressing up like SGA
and you know
right here on the show.
Even more appropriate because if he breaks the record tonight against the Celtics, more reason to celebrate for him tomorrow.
And we'll kick off the weekend with you. Covino and Rich with Danny G, Iowa Sam, and Dan Byer. Thank you guys for hanging out with us live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Your next success can begin sooner than you think. Put your goals within reach at University of Maryland Global Campus, an accredited state university. Undergraduate and most graduate classes start soon, so learn more at umgc.edu. That's umgc.edu.
And Are you into video games? Celebrities are just a good time? Oh, hell yeah. The Global Gaming League is a video game league with celebrity-owned teams from T-Pain to Neo, competing in everything from Call of Duty to Tetris. Sign up right now and join the league at globalgamingleague.com.
All right, so we're Covino and Rich, everything at Covino and Rich. And we're going to wrap up Old School and 50 Hits with all your phone calls, talking sequels, movie sequels. But first, an update from the great Dan Byer. What up, DB?
Guys, the news broke a little while ago. The Minnesota Vikings just made it official. They have signed free agent quarterback Kyler Murray to a contract. Reports say it's a one-year deal. No words yet on the financial terms of the deal, but Kyler Murray is now a member of the Minnesota Vikings. Other news from the NFL, the 49ers are signing free agent linebacker Dre Greenlaw to a one-year contract. New 49ers wide receiver Mike Evans had this to say earlier today on why he joined the 49ers after 12 years in Tampa.
A team that always compete, even with the injuries last year. I think they went 13-4. I mean, I feel like they were one piece away, and I think that I'm that piece. And I look forward to coming here and proving that.
There you go, Rich. The Chargers.
Oh, man, I like that passion. Go, Mike Evans.
The Chargers are signing running back Keaton Mitchell to a deal. The Dolphins and wide receiver Tutu Atwell came to terms on a contract, and the Cincinnati Bengals signed defensive lineman Jonathan Allen to a deal. The first round of the Players' Championship winding down. Right now, 4 players tied for the lead at 5 under par, including Sepp Straka and Sahith Theegala, who are currently on the course. Rory McIlroy on the course. He's playing through a back injury. He is 2 over par through 15 holes. Scotty Scheffler 5 back at even par after a round of 72. And of course, it's March, so the madness continues in conference tournament. And nothing more maddening than for Miami of Ohio fans to hear this.
Down to 3, fires it, no good. UMass wins. Wow. Unbelievable that the Redhawks come to Cleveland 31-0. And they get beat today 87-83 by a very good UMass team.
Fox Sports 980 WONE on the call. Yes, Miami of Ohio no longer unbeaten at 31-1. They'll have to wait for an at-large bid. Winners in conference tournament play today in the Big 12 quarters. Iowa State and Arizona picked up wins. In the ACC quarterfinals, Miami and Virginia won. St. John's and Seton Hall won in the Big East quarters. Big Ten third-round action saw Ohio State and Wisconsin move on. Kentucky and Tennessee picked up victories in the SEC. For Tennessee, they beat Auburn 72-62. Auburn's on the bubble of the tournament, may be affected by that Miami of Ohio loss today. Guys, back to you.
Hey, thank you, DB.
Oh, hey, guys. Did I tell you? Are you into video games, celebrities, or just a good time?
All of them. I love a good time.
The Global Gaming League is a video game league with celebrity-owned teams from T-Pain to Neo, competing in everything from Call of Duty to Tetris. Sign up and join the league now at globalgamingleague.com.
Nice, I will.
Hey, fun fact, our former colleague, Doug Gottlieb, his Green Bay team beat UMass, who just beat the undefeated Miami of Ohio. So look at that. So, interesting little tie-in there.
Speaking of
maybe
tie-ins.
not as interesting. Maybe not as interesting as I thought. Sorry.
No. But speaking of tie-ins, what if Kyler Murray shows up to the Vikings wearing a Bears T-shirt? How would you feel about that?
Oh, I would not feel good about that.
Because it doesn't make sense, right?
Well, Kyler Murray, get this. Our pal, Mr. Scott Shapiro, who's a Vikings fan, said, if this means anything, I don't know if you think these things mean something, but he grew up a Vikings fan, Kyler Murray. So do you think when a guy plays for the team he rooted for as a kid, there's a little extra? A little, you know?
For sentimental value. I don't think extra as far as effort, but I think it means a lot to him, and it's a cool story, no doubt. I think that's really cool.
Yeah,
that's a dream come true.
And it's cool for the fan base.
Yeah, it's a dream come true.
Listen, I'm not going to lie. My kid, we got the Mets in my son's pony ball league, and you don't think that means a little more to me? And I'm a coach of little kids. You don't think a professional athlete playing for the team he rooted for means a little something? I think it does. Like when your boy,
it means a lot, but I don't think it means, like I said,
he's going to be better,
extra effort or extra results. I think it's just a really awesome.
When you hear When you hear that
tie-in.
when you hear that the Volpedo, Anthony Volpe, was like a little kid rooting for Derek Jeter, and now he's the Yankee shortstop, you don't think that's cool?
I'm not saying it isn't.
You don't think it's cool, man?
I'm saying it is.
How could you not think it's cool?
Hey, dude, back off, man. We're gonna talk T-shirt etiquette. That's why I brought up like that fake scenario.
Okay.
Yeah, because imagine if Kyler Murray landed in Minnesota wearing a Packers T-shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we'll explain T-shirt etiquette next, but we're wrapping up your phone calls to make it make sense. If you just joined us, we're gonna do Crossfire. Woo! There's some rumors about Days of Thunder sequel with Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are some other sequels that need to happen before it's too late? And your thoughts on it. Let's wrap it up. Who do we got,
All right,
Danny
let's
G?
go quickly here. Wyatt in Florida.
Wyatt, you're going to say weird science?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, buddy.
I got one. I was not too happy when this came out. They tried to remake or do a sequel or whatever, the 1991 classic Point Break with Johnny Utah and Bodie. And I don't know if you guys saw that one, but it was terrible.
That was a remake, wasn't it? Or was it a sequel?
It was a remake, I believe. Or was it?
I think it was a remake. And it bothered me so much I never watched it because I really loved the original so much.
Covino, you and I remember sitting with you. We went to the advanced screening of Dumb and Dumber 2, TOO.
Yeah.
And we wanted so badly to love it. I remember not hating it, but I remember you and I so badly wanted to love it because it was not the one without Jim Carrey.
I liked it better than Happy Gilmore, too. No offense.
No.
All right, we got to do Crossfire.
Yes.
Yapper.
John in Maine.
John.
Hi, guys. How about History of the World Part 1? They never made a Part 2 by
right.
Mel Brooks.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Who do we got next? Crossfire.
Bean in Boise.
Bean in Boise. What up?
Hey, just follow up. History of the World Part 2 was made on Hulu.
No
a couple
way.
years back. Anyhow.
Oh,
Anyhow.
wow. Hey, Bean, are you all beaned up today?
Always. Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. I wanted to tell you, appreciate you guys riding home with me every day. Thank you. Love you guys. I wanted to bring up the dumpster fire of hot garbage that was Boondock Saints 2.
Yes, good one. I
Never
remember
seen it.
Yo, no, I
So
remember
bad I didn't watch the sequel, but I was a fan of the first one.
But I remember we heard about it a lot because, we talk about movies a lot. Covino and I have worked together for 20 years. Guys always love to talk about Boondock Saints. The second one was so bad that the fans didn't want to acknowledge it.
Yeah. That's like if we got a blood in, blood out, too. Who else do we got?
All right, 3 more calls here. Jimmy in Orlando.
Jimmy, Orlando, what's up?
Hey, what's up, buddy? Love the shows. How about
thanks.
E.T.?
E.T. See, that's risky, right? Because it's such a classic.
Yeah, that would be blasphemy.
But I'm surprised they didn't cash in on that because so much time has passed.
Well, just Drew Barrymore, the soundtrack alone, I feel like it would have eyes. We'd go. We'd watch.
I
Is
absolutely
it Elliot goes up on the ship and then he goes to another
No,
planet?
again, it would have to be Drew Barrymore's kids. And all.
Right, Danny, you're right. And I hate the word trope, but it's so true. It's like the easy answer is like, and then they're kids. You're right.
Yeah, same thing happens to their kids. All right, let's go to Phoenix. Michael.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, guys, love the show. Best show on radio, pants down.
Pants down,
pants
bro.
down. I'm
Pants
with you, bro.
Got me a third set of dude wipes last month. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Hey,
Appreciate you.
You might not agree, but I'm thinking I'd love to see another, it'd be more of a prequel, I guess, of Austin Powers, kind of him teaching his grandson or kid.
How to be groovy, baby.
That's
that
what about
so
the what
funny.
about the prequel?
No, and
Covino?
like a little Austin Powers goes to school and he's like, yeah.
Or Cove. What
What?
about the origin story of Dr. Evil? Because remember, his daddy wasn't there. and,
I
like,
would love that. Yo,
See,
that-
a prequel would be better.
That's a great idea, though.
Yes.
That needs to happen. I agree because the characters are so
Yeah.
funny.
All right, let's wrap things up with Dave in South China, Maine.
Hi, I'm Dave.
South China, Maine.
Guys, thanks
What up?
for taking my call, man.
Hey,
So,
anytime.
Hey, Dave.
Let's say China.
Dave, China.
South China, Maine. We lost him.
Yeah, he was there. Oh, whoa.
Dave.
Hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Was
All
he
right.
offended after I played that Trump China drop?
Well, I appreciate you calling the
Just joke
show.
around.
Hit us up at Covino and Rich. That's old school and 50 hits. We do it every Thursday to get you involved and reminisce. Your answers again at Covino and Rich at Fox Sports Radio. Now, I brought up that fake Kyler Murray story
Yeah.
I mean, he is going to the Vikings, but I said, what if he showed up? Like, yeah, man, 85 beers, what's up? Or with a Green Bay Packers shirt. It wouldn't make sense, right? Well, guess what?
Yeah.
That happened. Not with Kyler Murray, but it did happen, and we'll explain. I want to know your thoughts about it. We're going to talk T-shirt etiquette, the rules, the do's and don'ts when it comes to T-shirts, and we'll do it next right here on the Covino and Rich Show,
Wow.
Fox Sports Radio. Now,
What
Rich.
What athlete did that? I can't wait to find out.
You'll find out. Have you ever wiped with a piece of dry single-ply toilet paper and wondered, is this as good as it gets? I hope not.
What do you think I'm a savage?
Well, it gets a lot better thanks to wet extra large cleaning power of Dude Wipes. And when they say extra large, they mean business. So no matter the size of your mess, from top to bottom, Dudes has you covered for a confident clean.
They comfortably clean up whatever TP leaves behind. No more maintenance wipes. Debris, no way. Irritation, not a chance. It's time to make the trade of the season and switch from TP to wet, extra large Dude Wipes and start experiencing the confident clean of Dude Wipes. Made from 100% plant-based natural fibers with mint chill, shea butter, all to protect your end zone.
Confident clean is such a thing. When I see people with a lack of confidence, you know what I think automatically. They're using that dry piece of toilet paper. Yes, yeah, you got a skid-free life going on, or you need a skid-free life going on. You need some Dude Wipes available on Amazon and major retailers nationwide. Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down. UFC Fight Night. It's a middleweight main event.
Bro.
Strickland, 29-7 versus Anthony Hernandez, 15-2. And Sean Strickland just off his rocker, unhinged, probably the biggest maniac in the fight game ever. And we're talking about guys like Mike Tyson, guys that get punched in the head for a living.
Dude, the press conference with this dude, people were just like, yeah, keep going. Listen, this is an uncensored podcast. I don't even want to play some of the stuff this guy said.
I would feel uncomfortable playing things this guy said.
He went after gay people, trans people, women, this guy, he's so fucking unhinged. I don't know where he isn't offensive.
This guy can't speak a sentence without offending somebody. He's just out of control.
Bro, it's insane.
So I leave that on you. Overpromise Fox Sports Radio Nation. If you haven't seen his press conferences or any of the hype leading up to this fight or any interview with this maniac, again, too many punches to the dome, I think. Check him out on your own time.
Yeah, honestly, it's
so
worth
offensive
watching.
that it's almost funny. It's sad and funny all at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, you could get a laugh out of it because you're like, yo, is this guy fucking for real?
It's unbelievable. So it got us thinking, right?
Yeah.
We've lived in some crazy times, watched some crazy fights, some crazy athletes. Who are the most unhinged athletes of our lifetime?
Well, listen, Sean Strickland, I'll give you the analogy. You know when a girl's super hot, let's say she's got an ass you praise. Let's say she's got the perfect body.
You know, ass worship is a big thing nowadays.
I know. Yeah. But you know when a girl is like a 12, you'll put up with her being the biggest pain in the ass ever. When athletes are really good at what they do, we've tolerated quite a bit over the years. And I'm glad you compiled the list with me because besides Strickland being a good fighter, for years, we tried to find a home for Antonio Brown. Team to team to team. Until he finally ripped off his jersey and left the field, we tried to do everything to accommodate this guy.
I mean, what an exit. And the sad part, again, much like Strickland, it's sad and funny all at the same time. The sad part is how great he was. And when we met him early in his career, what a nice, personable dude he was. I don't know what happened, but even just this week, he's in the news because he's filing for bankruptcy or whatever. Meanwhile, he's posting videos of his brand new grill. Have you seen it?
Of course I have.
Yeah, I am crazy.
Maybe I am crazy. $100,000 grill. $100,000 diamond grill, but he's bankrupt? Look at this guy. What happened to him? Off his rocker.
No, not off his rocker. Unhinged. Well, speaking of rockers, John Rocker, Atlanta Braves pitcher, in the 2000s, late 90s, 2000s. Remember he talked about all the minorities in New York and said all this racist stuff, and everyone's like, that's John Rocker.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to all the earlier highlights I have in my dome in the brain. I'm thinking like the Mad Hungarian, Al Hraboski, the pitcher, the guys that seemed unhinged, but then you got John Rocker and he takes the cake because he just offended everybody.
Let's make a line in the sand.
Yeah.
That's a saying, right? A line in the sand?
Line in the sand.
This side, like unhinged, meaning like peculiar. I'm talking unhinged, like says some shit that you're like, what did they say? John Rocker was the most unwelcome dude at then Shea Stadium in New York. He insulted everything about the melting pot that is New York City. And, if he said that today, no doubt he'd be kicked out of the league.
Thanks.
I don't think this guy is mean-spirited. In fact, I think he might just be misunderstood, but unhinged as well. Dennis Rodman.
Out of control.
I don't know what story I like better, and I know you know the stories. Actually, you know what? As our video guy shows a picture of him getting married with a wig on.
How about that story?
As
right
a
there?
woman? Unhinged. Unhinged.
He was one of the first with all those tattoos, right? Piercings, everything. The worm, man. Dennis Rodman is definitely on the list, especially for the time. Because even at the time, he was the only guy who was tatted up like that and pierced like that and was wild like that. He was a wild man, out of control, Dennis Rodman. At the same time, he was a great basketball player, greatest rebounder maybe ever.
I don't think anyone says bad things about him. So that's why I'm saying it's not like he's a bad dude, just unhinged.
And I think the last one is sort of borderline because she did commit crimes and everything.
I mean, here's the deal.
Yeah.
You can blame it on Galooly and his goons.
That's it.
But the reality is, Tanya Harding, the fact that whether she claims involvement or not, the fact that someone took a pipe to Nancy Kerrigan's leg.
Financial portfolio game ready with Webull. Get powerful investing tools and real-time data all in one platform. Get started by downloading the Webull app today and visiting Webull.com.
Webull Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Webull.com/disclosures.
Webull. So,
Webull, thank you.
Vince Garcia, Scott for Mayor, Mercer Boy, everybody chiming in live. Appreciate you. Again, you could watch what you hear. You could chime in live at Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. Now, the story, Rich, the reason I'm bringing up T-shirt etiquette.
Yeah.
Get this. It almost sounds like, no way.
No,
this is so weird to me. It's almost like, I don't want to say dumb because there's probably a reason I don't know, but new Chiefs running back Kenneth Walker, right, arrived to Kansas City to sign his new contract. He's walking off the plane, and guess what he's wearing? Get this. A Raiders T-shirt. It's a Raiders John Madden T-shirt.
Let's go.
But it's still a Raiders
T-shirt.
How stupid is that? Isn't that like ridiculous? Like, how much thought did you put or not put into this?
Yeah, by the way, this is not like an MLB player showing up to a new camp and he still has his old team's baseball bag.
No.
This guy has no affiliation with the Raiders.
No, and I get it.
The Chiefs.
You're paying homage to maybe John Madden or whatever, but it's still a Raiders T-shirt. I don't care if you're a big Madden fan. You use tough acting, tenactin, you play the video game. Like, it's a Raiders T-shirt.
Boom.
And it's the day you're showing up off the plane. So it got me thinking about, like, T-shirt etiquette. It's like, if your team, like, are you allowed to wear, like, American League East champion T-shirts? Or does it have to be a World Series champion T-shirt? What is the rule on this? The classic, can you wear the band to the concert? I say yes to that. I really
say
do.
Yes, and I do that.
Yeah, I do that too, man.
You know what? How about inappropriate T-shirts at your kid's school? I know that you once wore
by accident
a joking T-shirt we had. You want to tell everyone?
No,
what it
I
said?
don't actually. No, I really don't. We had a really inappropriate T-shirt made for our show, and it involves a contest I won in 1994, and it involves stuff that little
you're
kids.
drunk.
Yeah, maybe. And I wore that T-shirt to bed, and I took my daughter to school the next day wearing it. And the parents are talking to me like, what's that about?
My wife wore an inappropriate holiday shirt thinking it was a joke in the wrong crowd. When I was in 6th grade, guys, I wore a "I'm Bart Simpson, who the hell are you" T-shirt, and I was told to turn it inside out. Does that count?
Yeah, man.
Ay
That
caramba.
does count. Yeah, ay caramba is right. How about if someone leaves a dope shirt or T-shirt at your house? Is it finders keepers? Because I play by those rules. Like if you leave a sweet hoodie or like a sweet T-shirt at my place by accident.
You know what Ben Folds would say?
Yeah.
Give me back my black T-shirt.
Give me my money back. And don't forget. And don't forget. So
my black T-shirt.
T-shirt etiquette. You can continue at Covino and Rich. Maybe we'll continue on Overpromised, but let's go back to show and tell because it's a throwback Thursday. This is what I brought in, people.
I love
Danny
it.
G, do we have a winner?
Yeah, Bobby N kept taking all kinds of shots inside the chat, so I'm going to claim him as the winner today.
All right, Bobby, you win. That's Man-E Faces and Trap Jaw because fun fact about me, Steve Covino, on this show and tell Throwback Thursday, I'm a big He-Man fan. Masters of the Universe. Can't wait for that movie.
All right, well, listen, have a great one. Overpromise next. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the Overpromised land.
Yeah.
USA! USA! USA!